Alright, so I've already established that I get a mile per gallon better in the Toyota Corolla by not using the alternator to charge and by using other means. And typically when I roll around, I've been having this already charged at the house, and 1 mile per gallon, that's like a gallon of gas. And I know that cell phones, at least in the late 1990s, only cost 60 cents a month to charge. Granted, cell phones use a lot more power now, so the demand on that's probably a lot higher, maybe 10 times as much. That's why technology and the batteries have gone so much higher. So it's about a 5,000 amp battery. I can get a few charges off of it, or like one decent hour or so trip. Okay, using maps while you're driving and stuff like that. But what I've added to it today is I remembered from last time we drove to Idaho and back. That's right, East Coast to West Coast almost. I've left this in here because this was handy in California, but not in North Carolina. Because you see, in North Carolina, I have a forest for my home, so this did like nothing. Yeah, it wouldn't even register as charging. But running that, I can charge the battery pack. Can't leave it sitting out there in the sun on a hot day, but today's kind of cooler. Now, something I've learned that I like about this is you can even charge your phone at the same time, and I've noticed something really cool. The AC to DC inverters, as they're charging your phones, get your phone hot, right? Well, this battery pack gets hot when I'm charging it in the evening, next to my bedside. And this stays cool. So I think this might be a hack to make your phone last long, because this battery is kind of like already the same kind of energy as the energy that the phone uses or the camera that I'm using uses. And it's similar situation, this is not going to produce nice consistent power being solar panel. But if it... I keep hitting pause every time it hits maps because I don't want you to know where I'm going. Frustrating. Ah! Anyway, that'll make a great YouTube. I did that with my motorcycle once, and that was a really popular thumbnail. So, this guy, he'd probably last longer if I didn't use him that regularly, but what's the point of having something if you're not going to use it? And Steve Robb might be in my head because I just watched his finished solar panel creation video, truly epic, versus me just going to Harbor Freight and picking up a little panel. But I've had it for years, and the only trick to them is don't leave it open to charge when you're not using them.
Hi.
Solar power, the lazy way. Plug it in and go. Maybe 25 bucks because I got a good deal on a 5,000 milliamp battery, not 5,000 amp. I spoke wrong earlier. And that one charges about 5 volts. Hours of sun later, and it says it is half charged while we were out of the van doing our shopping and stuff. For a while, this has been keeping the charge up on this, but I think it being fed slower, it may not be keeping up with that, or you can tell it's actually brighter than it was before, and the battery's slowly going down. So this would just ease off your reliance on the alternator to keep you going. If you had it brighter like this, if you had it duller, the battery was actually going up over time. But safety over practicality always. My cute little young ones, they've promised to try to be quiet for the video, but they can say hi real quick. Okay, they're out there and work on something. And down here in the corner, poke me in the eye so you can subscribe. Up top left will be the most related video. I've been meaning to do a solar charging battery be the video that YouTube will think you like the most on my channel. Feel free to keep that in mind in your choice. Get out there and work on something.